Thanks for choosing Dynatect as your solution partner. This video works alongside the product guide to assist with door installation. Inspect the shipment to confirm all items are included. Before starting, gather all required tools. Here are the common components of a powered door assembly. Before beginning installation, determine the desired mounting location for the controller. The controller features a removable configuration cover which must be accessible later during commissioning. Temporarily secure any wiring out of the way. While the controller can be mounted anywhere, it is typically placed on the same side as the vehicle's motor wiring. Place the sill plate at the bottom of the door frame. Mark and drill holes using a 11/64 inch bit. If holes are not pre-drilled, space them 12 inches apart. Secure the sill plate with your chosen fasteners. The bottom of the side rail should rest on the opening floor or on the optional sill plate. Face the side rail's thinner cutaway end upward to allow door clearance into the vehicle. Mark the holes and drill 11/64 inch holes. If the side rails are not pre-drilled, drill the holes up to 12 inches apart. If the installation includes the optional top rail, leave the side rails temporarily in place for the top rail mounting step. Position the top rail flush with the bottom edge of the header and align with the side rail edges. With the flange facing upwards, cut the top seal ends at an angle to fit between the side seals. The drive roller assembly includes pennant plates and a roller. The drive roller assembly is not rigid, so 2 technicians are required to fit and mount into the compartment. The pennant plates must be flush or the installer must fabricate standoffs. Install the shade by placing the straps over the drive tube, then insert the attachment clips into the mounting slats. Before sliding the shade end caps over the drive cogs, make sure the bypass slider is in the down position. This allows the drum to rotate. Rotate the spring roller clockwise to relieve pressure.
Then remove the cotter pin.
Feed the shade over the roller assembly, ensuring the drive cogs engage with the driven end caps of the door assembly. Ensure the shade is routed beneath the shade retainer. Once the shade end caps are in place, return the bypass slider to the up position to prevent the drive drum from rotating. Fasten the top rail at this time. Screws should not extend more than 1/8 of an inch into the compartment. Recommended hole placement is no more than 12 inches apart. Install the side rails by inserting the shade handle into the track and rotating the assembly towards the compartment. Align the rail mounting holes and fasten with chosen hardware. Thread locking technology may be used to prevent vibration-related loosening. If the bolt cover was previously removed, slide it back into place. Trim any excess so it sits flush. For a stronger bond, add a drop of Permabond to each end of the bolt cover. Each wire harness on the controller has a unique connector. Use wire ties and mounts to secure wiring and minimize friction points. Plug in the connectors from the controller to the sensors and motor. The pinch guard comes factory installed. If it has been removed, reinstall it now. The controller features a configuration cover, which can be removed by prying with a small, flat blade screwdriver on one of the sides. Before pairing the fobs, the motor must be disconnected to prevent any unintended operation. First, disconnect vehicle power to the controller. Next, unplug the wiring harness between the controller and the motor. Then, reconnect vehicle power to the controller. On the controller, press and hold the fob pairing button for 3 seconds until the red diagnostic LED is steady on, then release the button. Press and release the fob up button. The blue fob light will illuminate when pressed. The controller red LED will blink to confirm the fob pairing. Repeat this process with additional fobs or keypads. With no remote input for about 5 seconds, the controller light will blink, dim, then off. This ends the fob pairing and the motor can be reconnected, but do not activate the door motion yet. First, disconnect vehicle power to the controller. Next, reconnect the wiring harness between the controller and motor. Reconnect vehicle power to the controller. Dynatect factory assembles and tests all power roll-up doors before shipping and sets the maximum time and maximum current switches to settings that worked in the factory environment. These settings normally work in the field without adjustment. Ensure the door is closed before testing the door. As needed, the door can be manually closed using the bypass clutch. Signal the door to open using the fob. The door should fully open. If the door does not fully open, refer to the manual on adjusting door movement. This includes mechanical alignment and adjusting either rotary hex switch 1 increment. Signal door to close using the fob. The door should fully close. If the door does not fully close, refer to the manual on adjusting door movement. This includes mechanical alignment and adjusting either rotary hex switch 1 increment. When successful, cycle the door open and closed several times to ensure repeatability. Test for obstruction detection by placing a small disposable object, like a box, under the path of the door. Signal the door to close and ensure the door stops at the object and reverses. If the obstruction detection is not satisfactory, refer to the manual on adjusting door movement. This includes adjusting the current rotary hex switch 1 increment. With door testing complete, record any new switch settings and replace the configuration cover. The exterior manual override options include a keyed paddle handle, an extension cable, and ratcheting cable adjusters. The mounting location and cable routing is chosen by the installer and should be considered prior to mounting. Consider the ability for the operator to simultaneously lift the door. Drill and mount the paddle handle using installer-chosen fasteners. Route the cable around the paddle handle, through the application infrastructure, and around the clutch bypass. Use the ratcheting cable adjuster to affix the cable around the paddle handle. Again, use ratcheting cable adjuster to attach the cable around the clutch bypass. Use the ratcheting cable adjusters at either or both ends to achieve tension. With all the components connected, test the manual override system for smooth operation. Press the stop button to close the door. Enter the 4-digit code to open the door. If an error is present, hit clear before trying again. Visit Dynatect.com to download a digital copy of the most recent product guide at any time. Thank you for watching.